Jennifer Lopez's rude behavior is nothing new, which is why nobody is surprised that she was incredibly rude at the Golden Globes when she was invited to do the glambot. She was completely dismissive on the red carpet. JLO didn't make eye contact or even acknowledge anyone's existence. Ben Affleck is trying to keep his distance from JLO after she's gotten much more comfortable with him and his children. And as embarrassing as it is, he's trying to protect his kids from her provocative performances and bizarre outfit choices that she decides to wear while hanging out with his young son. This is getting really weird, so let's get into it. At this rate, Jennifer Lopez is never going to beat those rude rumors. I mean, at this point, it's not even a rumor because we've got evidence of her being incredibly rude to people. In this instance, it's the glambot at the Golden Globes because she was so dismissive to the guy Cole, who runs the glambot at these celebrity events. We see him interact with a bunch of different stars. They usually act very nice towards him, but JLo didn't even make eye contact with him. Shout out to Cole for sharing the behind the scenes because we would have never seen this. Go ahead and take a look. Hi, my dear. Lovely to see you again. You look amazing. Yeah, right. I'm going to start right there. Do we have an idea of a move? We're just going to give a little look or a pose, a little turn. Perfect.
Great.
Camera's going to end right here. We're in a high push wrap. A high push is fine. High push fine. So end right here. It's going to start at the top. 3, 2, 1, action. You go. Give us 1 second. All right, ready? And 3, 2, 1, action.
Yeah.
Slayed it as usual. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Real quick. Oh, and rude for that.
For that.
Oh, okay. Bad lighting, maybe.
Rude.
And that's why it came out this way, because of that rude energy. You could just see it through the image. This comment reads, "My favorite part was when she didn't look at, speak to, or smile at you. Jesus, Cole, did JLo even speak a word to you? This doesn't help her reputation of being rude. LOL. Such a cool thing to do to be sweet no matter what. You're so kind. People always look forward to interacting with you. Not everybody is super friendly, though. Did she even say hello? It's okay, Cole. No one likes her anyway." Another person said, "So the rumors are true. I bet she did this because she didn't think that you had a big following or were well known. She seems like the type to only smile or be nice if you somehow are important in the industry." Little did she know, Cole is the king of the award shows and 10 million plus people just saw how she really is behind the scenes. Glad I'm not the only one that didn't like this attitude. Just skip her next time. I was expecting something really good. Instead, I just saw a woman trying to walk upstairs and slightly distracted to answer a question. What a disappointment. Not even a side eye. I know someone who worked with her, and this guy is not petty, doesn't say mean things, but he said with the most serious tone that she's a monster. That was 20 years ago. Cole, the guy that runs the glambits, he is a saint and he's trying his best to tell us the truth while also trying to give JLo some grace. He said that these red carpets, they're very overwhelming. There's a lot of people talking. Some people, when they go to work, they're not very talkative. So he was trying not to take it personally, even though the entire internet took it personally for him. We have a clip of Cole talking a little bit about his experience with JLo. Take a look. I do get asked all the time, who is the worst glam? Who was the meanest? Who was the rudest? And honestly, everybody on the internet needs to just calm down. I do get asked all the time, who is the worst glam? And honestly, I don't have an answer. I mean, literally, I've never felt that people were like rude to me in that moment. The world is just so crazy that like when people are distracted or like less chatty or like thinking about other stuff, I don't take it personally. And even with JLo, like I didn't take it personally. I didn't feel rude in that moment. I think there's a couple things that sort of like added to the fuel of this idea. One, like she's just down to business. The carpet was closed. She's ready to go inside. She knew what she was going to do. You know, she got into the position and I think it was just like unfortunate that the position was she was facing away from me. So I am talking to her. She is looking away, but she's getting ready for the move. And in the moment, I'm not like, hey, like turn around and look. Like I knew what she was doing. She was getting ready. I knew what she was doing. She was getting ready. I knew it was late. We were just like getting through it. That moment didn't feel rude. You know what I mean? I've never felt anybody was like rude to me. I think people are at work, the rush. The world is crazy, and I never take it personal. I do want to thank all you guys for watching the content, for commenting, for having my back on things. This moment kind of reminds me of Jennifer Lopez on every red carpet. I mean, I remember the Met Gala when she was going through that divorce with Ben, which I'm sure was a troubling time. It was probably very stressful. Well, she attended the Met Gala. Somebody asked her, who she was wearing. I mean, honestly, these reporters were like pelicans, please just give us something, but she was not going to give them anything, not even a little cracker. So she walked right by and just kind of gave a look. And this look went viral on social media. It's really starting to set the foundation for the reputation that JLO has. If she's going to be continuing to go to these events and being in the public eye like she wants to be, everyone's going to know to brace for cover when she's coming. What are you wearing tonight? JLO walks by without responding. Emmanuel says that JLO didn't even acknowledge him. Just looked at him with a blank stare and then looked towards her bodyguards, just pretty much telling them to clear the room of him as she's coming in because she wanted the room completely cleared as she entered into it.
I don't know why.
All of a sudden, we were told the next guest is on her way. It's Jennifer Lopez. You guys need to clear the room. Everybody needs. And suddenly, there was an instant panic. And again, I've been to a lot of talk shows in the green room with a lot of actors, and I'd never had that experience. So when we all went to the elevator, I realized, oh, I forgot my overcoat. So I went back into the room to get my overcoat that was hanging over a chair. And when I turned around, Jennifer walked into the room. She looked at me. So I said, "Hello, Jennifer." I said, "We worked together on Monster-in-Law." Jennifer just looked at me, just gave me a blank stare, and then looked away to her bodyguards as if, "You were told to get this trash and clear the room. Why isn't this room cleared?" It confirmed everything of, you can't even find words to say hello, or yes, I remember, or again, how are you? She just gave a look as if, I need this room cleared. That's what you were told to do your job. Not the trash. Get this trash out of the room. Kind of feels like JLO's vibe. And that must be so demeaning for the people around her to constantly be put down. I feel like service workers probably get it the worst. This girl Kayla claims that her dad worked at this company that handled drivers. And JLO does not allow the drivers to look at or talk to her, and they can't even look in the rear view mirror, the rear view mirror. If they do, they can get into trouble. They also cannot allow her luggage to touch the ground. That is a particular rule she has. When a celebrity was rude to you? Jennifer Lopez.
Same.
And I'm going to try to tell them really quickly. 2 stories about Jennifer Lopez being an awful human being. So number 1, when she has drivers, the number 1 rule she has for them is they can't look at her. They can't talk to her. And her luggage is never allowed to touch the ground. If any of those things happen, she will go out of her way to make sure you get fired. Even if you have to look in the rearview mirror while you're driving, she will call that you're trying to look at her and proceed to berate you. And I know this because my dad worked for that driving company, and he refused to drive her whenever she came in town because of how awful she treated the drivers. Second story. She was with Ben, I believe, at MGM or whichever casino, and Ben's a great tipper and he respects service workers, and so he tipped a lot of people a lot of money that night. Jennifer goes around to each of those people and takes back the tip and gives them maybe $5, $10 maybe. She is an awful person. Like I said, service people probably feel it the worst whenever JLO goes out. Because JLO and Jennifer are getting along so well, JLO thought it would be a great idea to invite Ben's kids to her show in Vegas, which is kind of rubbing Jennifer Garner the wrong way. Jennifer genuinely cares about the kids, and Ben appreciates that, but Ben and Jennifer Garner aren't exactly thrilled by how wild the show is, adding that the show's more provocative moments made both Ben and Jennifer Garner uncomfortable. It's a lot for them to take in. That must be so uncomfortable for Ben and Jennifer Garner to sit there with their children and to watch the show of their former stepmom shaking her butt and acting all sexual on stage. Even weirder that she's so thrilled and eager to get them to go and watch the show. Somehow Jennifer Lopez is getting bad press for taking her former stepson Samuel, who is Ben Affleck's son, out shopping for the day. Headlines like this one from the Daily Mail are saying, Jennifer Lopez slammed over outfit choice while shopping with Ben Affleck's teen son. He looked so uncomfortable. And I sort of love that JLO has kept in touch with these stepkids of hers. We were all rooting for these two to make it work the second time around. I really love when these two would combine their families and take big family trips together. They would be caught on yachts together, and the kids always seemed to be getting along great, laughing, smiling, joking around. So I'll never quite understand the press coming at JLO for things like this, where she's actually going out of her way to hang out with Ben's kids. And although Ben is rumored to be busy on Raya, the celebrity dating app, he does seem to keep a really great relationship with his exes. I mean, this is just one of several photos of him and Jennifer Garner laughing out and about with their kids, co-parenting. So, I think it's just as possible for these two to do the same. And although JLO has rarely spoken up about the demise of her relationship with Ben, she did recently take to an interview talking about how she dealt with the divorce and making sure her kids were okay after all of it. She said, "I promise you that it is a difficult time, but you're going to see that I'll come out the other side stronger and better. I promised them that, and I did it, and they feel it now. They give me a great sense of peace in my life." Did you guys see that Ben Affleck got dragged into some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City drama? I've been keeping up with this recent season, and Lisa Barlow tried to name drop him. Shout out to Brynn Whitfield. She actually follows me on Instagram, and she's one of my favorites. But Lisa said that she had to go to this event where Ben and Blake were there, like Blake Lively. And Ben Affleck was actually asked about this, if there was any event that he can think of that he would run into this woman. Now Ben is like, "I don't even know who this woman is. I don't know what you're talking about." Of course, Lisa Barlow came with some receipts with a really, really old photograph of these two together, but she's trying her best to defend herself because it is pretty embarrassing. I don't know if you know, your name has come up in the zeitgeist, reality TV, yet again on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Okay. It's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Cast member Lisa Barlow is saying that she was with you at an event with her husband and she wasn't able to film. Her cast members don't believe her. Also, I have a work thing. It's like a big deal. Really? I think what is, like, I have a very full life because I keep it kind of private, and I'm not going to drop names, but like I'll be with Ben and Blake. So the question is, do you know who Lisa Barlow is? I don't want to get in any trouble, or I don't know what this is, but I don't an event. And I know you wouldn't get her in trouble. Like, it proves me right or wrong. An event like at Sundance or something? She is a big Sundance girl. She didn't specify the event, but it was in Utah. When was the last time you were in Utah? It'd probably be Utah? I haven't been in Utah in, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't know. I can't think. Okay, so you might know her. I don't. Doesn't look familiar to me, and I don't remember anything, and I don't want to embarrass her because I also meet a lot of people. I say hi to a lot of people. I don't want to be the jerk who is like, "I did meet you," and you don't remember when you meet. I don't think I'm qualified to weigh in on this, whatever this raging controversy. I would be cringing if I was Lisa Barlow. At least she had some of those receipts to, come up with because it looks bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. JLO is such a hot mess recently. Ben Affleck, yeah, you just do you. I feel like he needs to keep it chill. Maybe Ana de Armas will be ready to re-accept you into her life. You can go and try to win her back over. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in a new one soon. Email me at sloanknown if you have any other video ideas for me. Bye, guys.
Hey.